Hello, everyone, and welcome to the college football edition of Proline. I'm John Creighton in Las Vegas, joined by world champion handicapper Jim Feist. It's kind of our Pac-12 edition. We're going to be taking a look at UCLA, Oregon, and Oregon State, Stanford this weekend. But first, Jim Feist, you've been smoking the books in the NFL, a winning weekend, and college, 24-13 run with totals, and you've got a big college puppy that you like on the Saturday card.
Well, last Saturday I was 7-3 with college football, so we're going to come back again with another big college card. I got a college dog of the year, which is $100 online, and I got I got a 10-star inner circle steamroller for $50 online. That's the second play. The third play is a high roller platinum, which is $500 online. That's $650 of plays, all three games. You can get special right now by calling 1-866-841-1655. Your price is $29, not $650. All three games, $29, 1-866-841-1655. Remember, I was 3-0 with my inner circles over the weekend. I had South Alabama, and I had the Redskins, and then I had the Bengals and Lions over the total. Sign up early, and you'll get a bonus play tonight, a TV game tonight. 1-866-841-1655. That's the three big games and the bonus, $29. 1-866-841-1655. John?
Right. And keep in mind that Dave Koken has his college football game of the year going Saturdays, 25-7 lifetime with this play. $99 online, but you can get it for $25 with a guarantee winner. The rest of the college season is free. 1-866-896-1629. Also, Mr. Vegas has a pair of big winners on Saturday. His college total game of the year, as well as a conference game of the month. Both these plays for $19 with a 2-0 guarantee. You will go 2-0 or get November free. All right, Jim, out in the Pac-10, we've got this Oregon State Stanford game. Boy, a fascinating game. Couple of teams that are 4-0 and 4-1 in the Pac-12 battling with mighty Oregon. And, is this Oregon State team, are they the best kept offensive team in the country?
Well, I think there's a big secret here. There's a kid named Sean Mannion. He's a junior, plays for Oregon State in case you didn't know it. He's got 29 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, almost 3,000 yards, almost 70% completion rate. This is a real team. They lost their opener, but they probably weren't taking that team seriously. I think it was Eastern Washington or something like that. But they're 4-0 in this conference. This is a huge game. Stanford has one loss. They lost to Utah. Now they pummeled UCLA last week. Stanford is a good, solid football team, but they're playing on the road at at Oregon State, which they have not done that well. They're 2-6 ATS when they play at Oregon State in their last 8 games there. Now, this is going to be a hell of a game, and Sean Mannion is going to get some TV time because I think ESPN is carrying this game.
Yeah, this is a great matchup, and here's the thing. Mike Riley is a terrific coach, been there 13 years at Oregon State, and it really shouldn't be that big a surprise that the Beavers are a good team this year. They were good last year, 9 wins, and they had 9 starters back on offense for this year and 8 on defense, and they play hard for this guy. He's a competent coach who always gets the most out of his team, and when you look at the offense, 44 points per game. They're number 1 in the nation in passing with the kid that you mentioned, Mannion, 442 yards per game. They have a junior wide receiver in Brandon Cooks who already has over 1,000 yards receiving, 12 touchdowns on the season. And when the Beavers play in October, which is when teams come together, Mike Riley has a spread record of 42-15-1. Now, is that great offense, great passing offense, is going to be enough against this very talented Stanford defense? Well, Stanford is a top 5, top 10 defense. They were expected to be, and they are this season. But the one weak spot on the Cardinals would be the pass defense. Last month, Arizona State put up 367 yards on them. And then 2 weeks ago, when Utah beat them 27-21, they did have the edge in yards, but they still gave up 389 yards, including 143 rushing to Utah. And what happened is the Utes kept Stanford's tough defense off balance with a mix of draws and wide receiver screens. The ground game for Oregon State really can't compete with what Utah did, but you can mix it up on offense with some draws and screens and quick passes to move the ball on Stanford. So I think that Oregon State has a chance to hang in there. But I also think, even more so, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Stanford, when they face a team with a winning home record like Oregon State has, 15-6-1 over the total, and these Oregon State Beavers quietly on a 10-2 run over the total. I think it's going to be a high-scoring tilt. All right, Jim, we have this other marquee Pac-12 game. You got UCLA playing at Oregon. My goodness, you got a pair of dynamite sophomore quarterbacks in Hundley and Marcus Mariota. You got the top two scoring teams in the Pac-12 meeting, and this line jumped, as we've seen quite a bit. Oregon, 17-23 now?
Well, everybody bets Oregon. It's a standard bet, and everybody bets Oregon and over. So most people that are doing this, especially on the square player, it's not a derogatory statement, but not the high professional players, they're parlaying Oregon and over every week. I mean, that's what they do. There's going to be a point where the numbers are too high. Now, UCLA, they got themselves beat up pretty good last week, and I think that's going to take a lot out of them because they now know they put themselves in the back row to try to win this conference, and so this is a big game for them if they can bounce back emotionally. Brett Hundley is solid, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. But when you look at this Oregon team, they're just smoking. I mean, their quarterback, Marcus Mariota, 19 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The over in the Ducks games, 27-9, the last 37 home games. Oregon's just too tough to keep up with. But the spread eventually is going to get to the point where they can't cover it, especially against a quality football team like UCLA that has backdoor coverage ability. When the odds makers open the game 17 that blows up a whole touchdown higher, you have to start questioning whether there's any value in playing the favorite. And in my case, when something like that happens, I have to look at the underdog, but I'm going to stay away from it because I really don't want to get in front of this Oregon team. Now, if the game crosses 24, that's a big number. And then I might put my money in there and take some dog here. But the over definitely is the side.
Yeah, I'm going to look that way, too. I mean, UCLA is off that 24-10 loss to Stanford. It's a bit of an aberration as opposed to their offense getting shut down. I mean, Stanford, which we talked about, is a great defense. They can shut down anyone. They shut down this Oregon offense in last year's game. But still, even with that bad game, this UCLA offense averaging 39.8 points, 310 yards passing. That's 23rd in the country. And they are very potent rushing the football, almost 200 yards per game. And can they hang with Oregon? Well, nobody can shut down the Oregon defense. The Oregon offense, other than Stanford. They're on a 5-2 run over the total, 29-2 ATS. So they're going over and covering games. And they're averaging 57.6 points per game. But I wonder if their defense can hang out with UCLA at all, because they did face a similar potent offense like this in Washington. They won the game 45-24. They did about 376 yards. And you mentioned the run at home, 27-9 over the total at home. Oregon's also on a 35-17 run over the total. These two teams haven't met in 2 years, but that game 2 years ago was an absolute shootout, 49-33. Oregon had 571 yards, including 352 rushing. So I'm with you. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I'll look at Oregon, UCLA over the total. All right, we got some big stuff going on this weekend, Jim. 24-13 with the NFL totals, and you've signaled out a college football underdog that you think probably should be favored.
Well, John, that's been I don't know if it's my specialty, but this year I've been able to pick out a lot of underdogs. And matter of fact, most of them have actually won the game straight up. And I have another one this week in the colleges, and a few in the pros as well, that have been smoking for me this year. So I really have a big college dog of the year. I have a 10-star inner circle steamroller as well, and a high roller platinum game. And I have a bonus TV play tonight. So if the people call right now, 1-866-841-1655, you get all 4 plays, not just 3, because the promotion is 3, but the bonus play tonight makes it 4, all for $29. Make the call right now, 1-866-841-1655. We talked about 2 very interesting football games, Oregon, UCLA, Stanford, Oregon State. Very interesting football games. I like both of these games quite a bit. I don't know which one I like better, but let's just say I like both of them to go over the total.
Okay, and Mr. Vegas has a pair of games that you can win with on Saturday is college football total of the year as well as a conference game of the month. You can get both plays for $19 with a 2-0 guarantee. You will go 2-0 from Mr. Vegas or get the rest of November football free.
We should probably mention again, even though Dave is a little under the weather today, couldn't be here, he's got his 2013 college football game of the year Saturday. It's $99 online, but you can get it for $25 with a guarantee. You win or the rest of the college season is free. Sign up early by calling 1-866-896-1629. That's 1-866-896-1629. Dave is exceptionally good when it comes to these college football game of the year. He has a great record, and he was off of 5-1 college football Saturday last week when he had Temple, Baylor, South Alabama. 2 weeks ago, he nailed his Big Ten game of the year with Wisconsin. That was huge. Last week, it was his SEC game of the year with Auburn, which is another big winner. So the guy is red hot. For $25, you owe it to yourself to get his game of the year. 1-866-896-1629.
That's right, and Dave is 25-7 all time with this college football game of the year. So make sure you call that number to get details and get on board. All right, that'll do it from here. We will see you next week, and good luck with the games, everyone.